Something extraordinary happened 2,600 years ago in ancient Greece. Human consciousness underwent a radical shift. Before this shift, the ancient Greeks believed that everything in the world was formed out of a dark, empty abyss called chaos. The world was unpredictable and controlled by powerful gods. Humans were minor characters living at their mercy. When the ocean waves became dangerous, it was because Poseidon was angry. When lightning flashed in the sky, it was a warning from Zeus. This was the age of mythos. But then the Big Bang of the human mind happened. It was sparked by a man named Thales of Miletus. When Thales looked at the world, he didn't see chaos. He saw an orderly, predictable system. He saw cosmos, which is the Greek word for order and beauty. Thales didn't ask what gods created the cosmos. He asked a new question: what is everything actually made of? He believed that the human mind was capable of decoding the cosmos. It was at that moment that the age of mythos turned into the age of logos. Thales is considered the first philosopher and scientist in Western history because of this new way of thinking. He was at the forefront of a group of thinkers called the Pre-Socratics. They were all searching for the fundamental thing that the whole universe was made of, or the first principle. They called this first principle the arche. Thales observed clouds, trees, stones, and animals, and despite how different they all were, he made a wild suggestion. They all must be made of the same fundamental thing. He saw that life required moisture, so he hypothesized that the arche was water. Of course, he was wrong about water, but he was right about the concept. His hypothesis ignited an intellectual chain reaction. His students and rivals started a debate that changed history. Anaximenes, another philosopher of Miletus, observed that air was invisible, infinite, and essential for life. He argued that the arche was air. Heraclitus, a philosopher from Ephesus, observed how the world flowed and changed. He claimed that the arche was fire because it's the ultimate agent of change. Then Democritus of Abdera performed a thought experiment. He imagined cutting a stone in half and then cutting it in half again and again. He hypothesized that you couldn't keep cutting forever. Eventually, you would reach a tiny invisible particle that could not be divided. The Greek word for not be divided is atomos. Just as the physical Big Bang set the expansion of the universe in motion, this philosophical Big Bang set the expansion of human knowledge in motion. When Thales and his peers decided that the universe was not ruled by gods, but by nature, it set the foundation for modern science. They didn't just find an answer. They taught us how to ask the question,